Good afternoon, everyone. Happy for a double header today for a good class today. Sylvia, why don't you share with us a little bit with us?
Sure. Hi, everyone. So great to see you. I was hoping I get to see you all live here in person, but it's just as lovely to see you here on Zoom. As Kelvin mentioned, we are having a double header today. For those of you who don't know what that is, it's 2 speakers in one day. I'm a sports mom, so I know that is relatable to baseball, particularly. So speaking of that, we have someone here that is going to speak today, and no surprise, it's Chicago title, Annie Fan. Annie Fan is a good friend of Coldwell Banker Dynasty, and here what we do BPT. We bring people together, and Annie was very gracious enough to come, and because she cares so much about all of us, and present. Let me give you a little fun fact about Annie Fan. She is a title rep with Chicago Title, and she loves fitness. She likes staying in shape, and guess what she's working on? She's working on her 1-pack. Doesn't mean the 1-pack like a 6-pack. Eventually she'll have a 6-pack, but she's working on her 1-pack, and I'll let her tell you a little bit more about that. And with that said, let's welcome Annie Fan. Yay!
For those in the audience, please silence your phones. Thank you.
Yes. It's all yours, Annie.
Annie's coming on up. I got my 1-pack right here, guys.
I got a no-pack.
Come on in. And then when you're ready, let me know. I'll start sharing your screen.
Okay, I'm ready. So,
instructions if you want.
All right. Well, good afternoon. This is Annie Fan. I'm from Chicago Title. Thank you so much for the invitation from Calvin, Coldwell Banker, Sylvia, giving me an opportunity to share with you with this shifting market what other top agents are doing. So then you can kind of work on your game plan for 2023.
Okay, so we'll start sharing the screen, guys. You're going to push right to go to the next page.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Hopefully, let me see it goes through. Yep.
Okay, great. So today I wanted to share with you what I've seen in the market, because title rep, we go around, we work with different clienteles. So today I wanted to share with you what other top agents are doing in this shifting market. Okay, so I'm going to share with you what I have seen for the past year or, this year. Okay, so the first thing I wanted to let you know that what are the maybe top 5 farming strategies the top agents are doing. Okay, so the first one, you want to look at the beneficiary of inherit property. So we are in this era that we see a lot of, if you want all this data, I can actually forward the PowerPoint presentation to Calvin. So you don't need to take any notes. So why it's so important? Because we're in this era, we know a majority of the home ownerships are baby boomers, right? So a lot of times, they are transferring their wealth to the next generation. So what title companies we can do is, if you are in a trust properties, statistics has shown that, let's say if you're in a trust property, one of the trustee passed away, there are over 50% chances the successor trustees, they wanted to sell the property. So when the property owners in a trust, they file the trustee, they file the affidavit of death of trustee, we can pull that data for you, because that is the first step. They are thinking of selling. So you wanted to snap those properties way before that. Once when they file the affidavit of death of trustee, then, that means either they're going to sell the properties, right? Or they're going to transfer the trust of this property. So we can pull that data for you. The second hottest one is the Proposition 19 leads. Okay, so we back in the information is we know that there are a lot of wealth has been transferred in this era. So what we can do is, for example, this office in Temple City, we can run a specific target area. We can do age of the ownership. Okay, then we can also do owner occupy. So you can help the current homeowners. You can help them buy and sell and take advantage of the Proposition 19. So quickly, just give you a brief overview. It starts with Proposition 60 and 90, no longer existing last year, Proposition 19 started, kicks in. So what it does is, if you're age 55 and older in California, you got 3 times in your lifetime instead of just once. 3 times in your lifetime, you can do this. Basically, when you sell your properties, when you buy, you can take existing property tax bracket, right? So then you can take advantage of this policy. So this one allows you to buy and sell and buy. You have to complete the 2 transactions within 2 years. If you need any help on finding out, the paperwork, how you're going to apply it, I would love to help you. I actually contact the equalization board, the one who handling Proposition 19. So I know all about it. And if you have any questions, we will have a Q&A quickly afterwards, or you can give me a call or text me or email me. The number 3 hottest one is most likely seller. What it does is title company, such as Chicago Title, we have this algorithm. We can pull data, identify homeowners they most likely to sell in the next 6 to 12 months. So you're gonna ask me, Annie, how did you figure this out? Is we have this algorithm based on, the sold price, the number of years of ownership, the loan amount, all the data. Then we come up with, let's say, about 80 data, and then we can compile that into this. So if you wanted to target, let's say, Temple City, we have about 100 to 300 most likely to sellers in the database. So you can do it for every single city. And then you can target those and even do door knocking. That will be a great way for you to generate listing, because when you're in the listing realm, you are in control, right? And then we see another one is pretty much, it's very interesting. What it does is we call it non-active foreclosure. We knew that back in 2009 to 2012, there were a lot of foreclosures, bank-owned, right? So we know when you're in a foreclosure, most likely when you're when the market goes down south, most likely you're gonna get back into the foreclosure again. So what we can do for you is we can pull anybody who were in foreclosure between 2009 to 2012. However, currently they are not in foreclosure, right? They were once in foreclosure, but they are not in foreclosure. Somehow catch up the payment. So then those are the ones has a very high probabilities they might go into foreclosure in this shifting market, right? So then you can pretty much snap those homeowners way ahead of time. Then the low improvement percentage homes, those are for the, I would say, for the flippers. So we know for the past 2 years, a lot of real estate agents, the investors, they flip homes, right? So then what we can provide is either the tax delinquent homes data, or basically the low improvement percentage homes, which means is they bought their homes maybe prior to 1950s and the assessed value is very low. So that means the upside is really high. So that is where a lot of investors were asking us for the past 2 years to get a data. Then another one I think is very interesting is smaller homes, okay? So you can pick any cities. Their single family homes is less than 1,000 square footage, because that could be a starter, like starter homes, like, the first time home buyers, or it could be the investors, or it could be the flippers. So that would be a great way for you if you wanted to generate more leads, are these smaller homes. Anything under 1,000 square footage homes, that would be a potential. So we can actually pull that data for you. Another one is through Tom Ferry. I follow him very closely. This year at his summit, he was talking about if you want to do farming, there are 2 ways to go about it. You want to focus on property owners age 70 and plus. Okay, you can do 2 different directions. The first one will be owner absentee. They're out of state owners. They are age, let's say 70s and plus. They almost paid off their homes. So this kind of leads, we can pull it for you. Another way you can do it is the opposite. Instead of the owner occupied out of state, the same thing, 70 years old and plus, the owners, owner occupied, they almost pay out their mortgages and they've been in their properties 20 years and plus. Those are the ones you can actually target. if you want, we can even add one more criteria, which is 2-story homes. When your age getting up there, a lot of times your knees are no longer good, right? So then we can do, let's say, houses 25 square footage and plus. Most likely, there are high probabilities this home is 2 stories. So this way, you can, work with the possibly baby boomers, right? Their age is getting up there. They have all the equities they accumulated throughout the years. You could do 10, 15, 20 years and plus. So we can pull that data for you. So this way, you could actually try to grab the listings. So the last two are the average length of ownership. So typically you want to do minimum 20 years to 25 years and plus. So this way, they probably wanted to either set up a trust, or they might wanted to downsize. So you can help them sell the properties and help them buy again. Or let's say if you have a buyer, they have a very niche criteria, you just can't find anything on the market. And then we have the template on the letter, okay? And then we can help you to decipher or filter through what you need for your buyer. So you can actually try to reach out to the homeowners and get that data for you. Then I wanted to kind of go about the things that are really important is to Google My Business. If 2022, you're not doing anything, the first thing you want to do, that's what Tom Ferry talks about, is Google My Business. Okay, so if you're interested in doing that, I can help you set it up, the account. I did it for myself. Okay, so I'm very proud of myself. I have about 70 reviews. So when you type in title companies and let's say Temple City, Arcadia, I'll be ranked #1. So the same thing is we know over 90% of the buyers and sellers, before they reach out to you, they're going to do some research on you, right? So then what would be the search engine people use? Most likely it's going to be Google, right? So then you want to making sure that when people type in Temple City and real estate agent, or like San Gabriel Valley, right? Realtors, you want to be able to rank the top 3, because that is, people they wanted to find out about you. So right here, you will see that this is the one I did it last month. I had 66 Google reviews, and you can see what's trial and error for me. If you're interested in doing that, I would love to set up a one-on-one appointment with you. I will help you set it up because I did it myself and it's free. Okay, it doesn't cost you a dime. And then I also learned how you can kind of audit your account. So then let's say if you type in Temple City and Realtor, right? Maybe so-and-so is #1, right? But then you can study your competition to see what kind of business categories, what are the things they've done to optimize their account. So I did that too myself. I learned how you can audit, your account. So if you're interested in, I would love to have a one-on-one appointment with you. It's free. If I can do it, you can do it too. So quickly, you've seen my right here. So at the beginning, I just wanted to promote Chicago Title, right? Because I work for Chicago Title. Then I realized, hey, I need to promote myself. So you see, I did a dash Annie Fan. And then I was like, hey, I'm bilingual. I should have put my Chinese name on it. So then maybe I can track some potential buyers and sellers or people they want to refi to call me. And it really works because of sometimes I get a random calls, right? And then either they ask me to record a grantee or do ownership transfer. Throughout this year, I got 3 for sale by owners. They were shopping around the rate, okay? And then I got 2 refinance, residential refinance out of this, and 2 commercial refi out of this. So you never know, right? Because you want to grow your business organically. And that's something you should definitely look into it. And you don't ever think, oh, this is too hard. Because if I can do it, you can do it. And this is free. This is awesome. You got to check it out.
I have a question, Annie.
Sure.
So I've been trying to build Google My Business for 4 years now.
Right.
I'm asking for reviews and this and that. Do you prefer Google versus Yelp? And maybe with the differences, or
so the Yelp, I think you can do both, right? If you look at my Yelp account, I only have 1 review. Why? Because of the thing is, Yelp a lot of time it's more on I was in more on the restaurants, okay? And the most important thing is Google, because we know Google's going to continue to dominate. And you're going to say, hey, Annie, but I have a lot of reviews on Zillow, right? But in terms of Zillow, we all know they are actually realtors' competition, right? So why you want to help your competition to grow? You definitely want to help yourself to grow. And the most search engine for everybody is Google. So I would strongly suggest you to do a Google. And then Kelvin, if you would like, I would love to make an appointment with you. So I learned this way you can do audit, because that's my middle name. Everything has to be free, right? So then if you just really quickly, if you are having a laptop, you download the Chrome, right? And then you also download a free program. It's called CMB Everywhere. C as a Charlie, B as a M as a Mary, B as a boy, CMB Everywhere. Once when you download that search, it's free. So it gives you 5 audits a month. If you want to do more, then you have to pay. But for me, everything's free. So I only do 5 audits a month, right?
I love it. That's my favorite 4-letter F word.
Right. So then that's right. So then what you want to do is to check out your competition. So you want to do like type in Temple City and Realtor, or Temple City and real estate agent, or whatever the area you want to farm, you want to dominate. Maybe let's say you live in Arcadia, right? So you better dominate that in that area. So making sure you get the top 3. And a lot of times when you see the top 3 agents, they are not the top agents in that area. Usually it's like somebody from outside the area. They were able to do a Google approved, Google guarantee agent. You see a green check. If you want to learn how to do that, I can help you with that as well. So you are very easily to kind of dominate in that area, because a lot of agents are not taking advantage of that. But making sure that when you do that, you want to use your office address, okay? Because before, I just randomly use a whatever address. And then somebody actually drove to that address like, hey, I don't see Chicago title, sign on it. Like, is this a Chicago title? Because if you look at it, I use a 203 South Madison. So that's not
That's not your home address.
No, it's not the home address. It's just a random address I'm using. But actually there were twice, like somebody drove by and said, hey, I don't see Chicago title signs on it. So making sure you use the address right. So this is the CMB, okay, CMB Everywhere. So it teaches you when Google they do the ranking, what are the most important things? The first one is the business category, okay? So that's like ranking number 1, right? And then the keywords. So then it teaches you how to use that. So that's how I figure things out. So if you need, right, to set it up, the first thing you need to think about is your business name, right? So if you're in a team, then you might put your team in the Coldwell Banker Dynasty, or so you have to really put some thoughts into it, okay? Then it will tell you what are the most important things on the business review, right? You will see the first one is like the high ranking will be the ratings, right? So making sure whenever you ask your client to write your review, they better put like a 5 stars, okay? Not like 4.5, like 5 stars. That's really important. And a lot of times, when you ask them to do review, they won't do it right away. So you have to do it for them. So let's say if I have coffee with Kelvin, right? As long as he has a Google account, I send a text to him. I will show you I will give you the template. So if you need this, I will email it to you. Okay, so I set it up the Google review template through email. You just email it to your client when you do coffee or lunch, right? You're sitting right next to him or her. Then you make her open it up, right? And then they'd be like, oh, I don't know what to write. Then you just ask them, hey, what do you think about the service I've done for you, right? And they will tell you blah, blah, blah. And then you just type it for them. Yep. And then you will, right, post that review on behalf of them, but using their phone right there, right? And then I can show you, this is what I did for my clients on the text, right? So I would generate this link you see right here, right? So I send it to them. But a lot of times, real estate professionals, you're very busy. You're always on about, right? So then I will remind them. So then I learned that whenever I close a deal, I will send this text because they're in a happy mode. We just got a confirmation with a recording confirmation. So most likely they will do that for me. The same thing with you. When you close that deal, when you have lunch, when you have coffee, when you meet up your buyers and seller, ask them to do that for you, okay? And then if you need a template, everything, let me know. So right here, it's gonna give you the website for CMB Everywhere. So you wanna download that, and I'm gonna forward this to Kelvin. So if anybody interested in, I would love to meet up with you one-on-one. I can help you with that because you seeing that I've done it myself, okay? And then the free review email template. So this is the CMB Everywhere. So I get 5 audits free every month. So I would check mine to find out, hey, what my competition is doing. So I could tell you this year, my goal is to reach 100 reviews, okay? Because I know if I do that, because in this game, I learned anything's possible, right? So then you can't just be happy, oh, you get like 66 reviews. You have to continue to keep it up, right? So then my goal is to reach 100 reviews. And we have about like 3 months. So I think we still have enough time. And then very quickly, the second things you want to do with the social media, you will start noticing that a lot of agents suddenly they are so big on social media, Instagram, right? They start doing reels, right? And then they are doing the Facebook, and even the Chinese, we do that, the little red book, right? That's the Chinese version of Instagram. So if you haven't done that, let me help you because I've done it too. Because I figure if I know how to do it, I'm not just saying it, oh yeah, you should do it. It's you can look at my track record. If I've done it, you can do it too. So then right here, it's gonna tell you that because now we are going into a lot of like videos. So you're gonna be like, oh, I don't wanna do videos, but it's so easy. You don't need a fancy equipment, just use your phone and then just record. And then maybe a nice background like right here, right? And then you can do it. So each video you wanna do it between a minute and a minute and a half. So not like you just do once a week, it's you do batch content, which means it's 1 hour you don't answering your phone, but then you do your videos, like maybe 10 videos, right? And then you can actually batch them. And then you can figure out, oh, okay, I will post like once a week or twice a week. So this way, if I do 10 a day, right, just 1 month, then I'm done for the entire month. So it's not that difficult. So right here, if you ever need it, I can help you with that. So I got like 30 sample questions because, you know, a lot of times people was like, hey, I don't know what to post. So for example, you can talk about what's involved in appraisal process. So then it's very easy, just do like the video, right? And then you just use the InShot, that's the app. So you just point this, let's say there's like a 3 process, you point this, and then you can figure out like the top 3 appraisal process, right? This way you can actually create your video in less than a minute. And here's a game plan I think you should look into. If you're the social media beginner, and then this is something, you know, you can actually do is you can do, let's say Instagram, you maybe do like post like twice a week. And then right here, like Facebook, like 3 times a week. So then it's not always going to be real estate because everybody knows you're in real estate. They probably want to know what do you do, right? Of work. Maybe you're a pet owner. Maybe you have a really adorable dog, or like for me, I love to eat and, you know, working out, kind of like struggling. So then if you look at my social media, I post something personal with me and my daughter. So people like get to know me, not just I'm the title rep from Chicago Title, but I'm a real person, right? I'm also a mom, I'm a daughter, all that stuff. So I think people, they like to do business with people they like. So then if you post something, you know, everybody could relate to you somehow. That's something you want to think about. So right here, it's going to tell you if you're in the intermediate, just kind of like if you're in the elementary school, or if you're in the middle school, high school, or college, right? There's like a different level. So then the higher level you get to, like you have to post more. So for example, the intermediate makes you to, you know, take at least, you know, 4 posts a week. And then the advanced level is like 7. So what you want to do is You want to do half. So half business, half personal. So they get to know you. So you're like well-rounded person. Maybe today you cook, right? Or maybe today you buy some flowers for your wife, for your girlfriends, for your significant others. You can just post that. It doesn't have to be something major, but it just kind of like recorded your daily life. Another one is you wanted to look into is the storyline. So Instagram, Little Red Book, the Chinese version of Instagram, or the Facebook, they have the 24-hour storyline. It's kind of Snapchat. Within 24 hours, it will be gone. So then you can document your life, right? Like today, let's say when I'm coming in, I can take a pictures and then I can post on social medias, right? So that's something you want to look into. And then I also have a 50 video ideas. You've seen a lot on social media. Let's say, what does $300 buy in like Temple City? I mean, let's be honest, like $300,000 in Temple City, you probably, I don't know, buy a garage or something, or like a Barbie house. So then you can utilize those to have your video ideas, right? So a lot of times, because there's so many social media platforms, and then sometimes it's troublesome. You have to post one, another one. So there's 3 platforms is really good if you ever interested in. So you post on one, and then they will send it out simultaneously to different platforms. It's called Sprout Social, Gang, and the last one, Agora Pulse. So if this is something you're interested in, I would love to help you with it. Okay, so that's pretty much the presentation for today. And I want to thank Calvin, Sylvia, Coldwell Banker Dynasty for giving me Annie Fan an opportunity to present. I would love to work with you. And then, 2023 is coming up. We have about, 3 months to cross 2022. So I would love to work with you on your game plan for 2023. Thank you.
Thank you, Annie. Very good. Any questions? Does anyone in the Zoom or in the audience have any questions for Annie, even about marketing or even about title?
For you, Annie. Yes. Are you available to meet on a one-on-one with an agent if they need help on actually doing a video?
Yes, absolutely.
Great. Thank you.
I could see her actively posting on her Instagram page, and I see her definitely keeping it up. It takes momentum. You're not going to get instant results, but there are a lot of people out there as long as you have, what I loved about Annie is she's sincere, she's honest. Thirdly, she says she's goal oriented. So she communicated out her goals, and I know she's going to get to her goal of 100 is easy. You should be 1,000. Okay.
Right. So I started this year was already like 20. I'm already up to 70. So okay. I know I can get to 100. I only need 30 reviews. And I know I can get there because we still have 3 more months. And then I get lazy too. Sometimes I don't feel like posting on social media. But then, some people they're like, hey, Annie, I haven't seen you on like social media. What's happening with you? So let me know. I would love to work with you.
Question. You mentioned that Instagram, Facebook, a lot of this. So when you post that, you will not be the same.
Yes, you can. So then what you can do is you can recycle, right? So that you can post a video, right? And then you do a snapshot, and then you will post on the storyline for the 24 hours. So you don't need to continue to come up with the topics. You can just recycle it. But you don't do it right away. You wait for like next month, right? You do the one you did a month before. So, yeah.
All right. Any other questions? After I'll go ahead and introduce our next guest, or Sylvia, you want to introduce? So we have a special treat. Yes.
She said on that Proposition 19, what age was that? 65?
55 plus.
55?
Right.
Now, is that only on your residence or is that a rental?
Occupied, so your primary residence.
Primary residence.
But then you have to remember that when you do a replacement property, if there's a lower roots in the replacement properties when you buy, then you still need to pay that lower roots. You cannot, that's not going to factor in. You're still going to take advantage of your current, right?
I'm sorry, there's answering a question real quick.
Some properties with lower roots, you need to pay additional on that lower roots because I called them and double checked it.
So investment property not.
Has to be owner occupied to meet your primary. Right.
All right, thanks for joining us in. If there's any other questions on title, I have a special treat for you today. So we also have a Feng Shui master. This is the second of our double header today. This is Master Alex Z teaching us Feng Shui tips, housewarming, good ideas that show not only a nice gesture of good faith to your client, but also thoughtful ideas that will really bring some happiness, fortune, and luck inside their home. So we're very excited to have Master Alex Z join us on the stage. And anything you want to share, Sylvia?
I would just like to say that regardless of what your beliefs are, some may not believe in Feng Shui, but what I do want you to understand is that you may call it something else. If something doesn't feel right, doesn't look right, in your personal instinct, that is some sort of Feng Shui. Master Alex Z here is aligning us with his presence. He normally does not make office visits, but we feel kind of special here. And he attends the Arcadia Association of Realtors Caravan. And I had a testimonial there. I had recently consulted with him and he was extremely helpful. So as Kelvin said, this is something that we have, someone that we have here for you that is a huge benefit to you. So I hope that you enjoy it as much as we will. Thank you. And now with that said, Master Alex Z, please come up.
Oh, hi. Thanks for having me here. Thank you. You know, the Google review is so important. So I'm glad, so glad here what Ben is that. That's Google review, that template, that things is really useful. Maybe we can work together to do that. This is really cool. And I have some.
Sure, I'll have these up.
I got to pull up the screen.
Okay.
The audience is not going to see it. I need to get it on my other laptop.
Okay.
You want to just talk for a moment? I'm going to go ahead and pull up my other laptop so I can get it displayed.
Okay, no problem. Okay. Before we go start for this class, I just want to share with you. Is there any particular Feng Shui topic or Feng Shui like an issue you want me to talk about this time? Because we can engage together. Anything concerned with Feng Shui, let's say your client or your customer, they have some concern, or even some case, we can even do some case study here, so it can help you out. So if you have anything, let me know. And today, first of all, we are going to talk about this open house station. You know, open house is so important right now, especially right now the interest rate is getting higher and higher. So it gets some impact to the property market. So when the time we do the open house, if we can add some like a Feng Shui element to your open house, that will be more easier for you to sell the house to get a better price. For me, I have an experience. Is one of my customer, she's also a realtor, and she have a tough time to selling the house. The reason is because her property, the owner is asking for too much. The price is really high, and it's tough for her to sell the property. So I just asked her to change a little bit, to add some like a home feeling to the open house. And one of the ways I asked her, yeah, that one. And one of the ways you think we use the smell, because Feng Shui is lots of people will say, hey, Feng Shui is really Chinese one, traditional Oriental style. So it's nothing to do with me. But you know that actually for the Feng Shui value or Feng Shui technique, lots of like a hotel or like a high-end like a A-grade office building, they use it. So I'm sure you have some experience. When you step on some like a 5-star hotel, you can smell something good, right? So it's that they're using the smell to. It's actually one type of the Feng Shui. You step into like a 5-star hotel, you smell something good. So you feel relaxed, you feel refreshed, everything seems to be really good because they use that smell to do that. Smell is so important in Feng Shui point of view. So for me, For her property, what she's going to do is, she's really good to make some like a chocolate cookies. She make it by herself, how to mix it, how to do the recipe, and then how to bake it. So I just let her know that, hey, maybe at her open house, she can like bake some cookies and then serve her client, because this is hot food, and then this is really good, and you know, it's so successful. She even tell me how to do it. She have a tray, and then she put like a chocolate cookie, which is a 1/12 in the tray, and then bake it. When you bake, you can see them the melting down, and then the smell is just spread all over the property. So her experience is at that Saturday afternoon, she's do the open house, and then one family just step in. The family is a father, a wife, and then a son, and then the daughter. 4 people, they step into the open house, and you can see there like some dirt on the floor, because the kid just played the softball or maybe the baseball before, so they're hungry. They just over the game, and they're about to heading back to their home to have lunch. But before they do that, they see an open house. They step in, and then they're so hungry, and then the kid just, they smell it. Wow, it's so good. It's chocolate cookies. They smell it, and then they go to the kitchen, and then they see it, and they talk to my client and say, hey, can I have the cookies? And my client said, oh, of course, it's prepared for you. You can enjoy it. And then the kid just grabbed 3 of them, and then the little girl just grabbed another 2, and then the daddy grabbed another 2. The mom also grabbed 1. They just get some bite on it. They feel really good. And after they finish it, the boy just grabbed another 2. The daughter grabbed another 1. And then the husband grabbed the last 1. So the whole tray, 12 pieces, is all gone. They love it. And my client even have some like hot coffee, so they can smell it. The husband, they take a cup of coffee, they enjoy it. And after that, they go back. And at the same night, they give a really, really good offer to them, to my client. And after that, they ask them, hey, what happened? Why they love that house? They just say that way, hey, because the kid, especially the little boy, they said, hey, I have feeling I'm going back to my home. So they like it, they really love it. So maybe even though it's a little bit expensive to them, but their kid just love it. So they just give them a good offer and make the deal. So this is a really, really good deal. I have,
yeah,
no problem.
So your screen is up and ready to go,
Okay.
Master Alex.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
No problem. Thank you for being here. You might have to read the pointer. All right, he has a pointer clicker, so let me get to the.
Or if not, I can just use it.
It's probably trying to download it.
So the smell is so important. So in terms of the open house, maybe you guys can also do that. You can prepare some like a hot food to your customer, tacos or whatever. We need something hot. So people will bring some food or some like a cold sandwich, which is not a really good idea, because we need something hot food to serve the client, to build up the chemical, the connection.
It's not going through. Oh, is it,
Okay.
is it working?
Yeah, it's working. Okay, thank you. Thank you. So this is really, really cool. So in terms of the open house, and I still have more to share with you. Smell, we also like it. So maybe you can also put some smell on the bathroom or the master bedroom, lavender or lemon or sandalwood. Some people will like it, so you can do some research to see what is your customer, they like it, so you can try it. And also because this is an event and we're still in the middle of the end of the pandemic, so be careful. Anything you need to do to protect yourself, your customer, please do it, it will help. And if you can do virtual is good, you can also do that. And be safe, okay? So one of the tips for you guys is never show the houses like so empty, like nothing over there. We don't want to do that. We want to like dress up the house a little bit so you can add some value to the house. And some painting, some drawing like this. This is like a Halloween style. You can see this is the head of some lady over there. So maybe they're good in certain part, but for open house, we don't recommend that. We want to bring the positive value to the open house. So in terms of some painting, some drawing, we want to use something with positive one, okay? Okay, this is a really traditional setting. This is, let's say, you open your house, just like here. When you step into your office, you see some flowers in. This is a good Feng Shui setting. So here is the same. You open the front door, you see some flowers over there. And you can also, some people will just make it so fancy, like a weddings flower. It's really fancy. But you know, for the Feng Shui point of view, for your open house, we recommend you to make it simple. White flower and yellow flower is not really good in Feng Shui terms of view. So if you want, you can use some like a plain purple or whatever color. Those archery is also really good for the for your open house. And because this is the open house, and it's not your office, it's not your own residential house. So what we can do is just make it simple. Let's say for your open house, we don't want to see something like this. Or something like this.
We're trying to revive them.
No, it's actually fine. I just take some. I want to be live, okay, not just the PowerPoint. I want to bring some life energy to you guys. So we want to make it simple. So in your home, in your office, we want something real, not fake. But this is your open house. So what we can do is, because it's open house, so we can make it simple. Just buy some really real fake flower, fake artificial flower for the open house or your office, okay, or your home. Because it's simple. Let's say this is a fake one. Whenever there's open house, you can just bring it to your open house to do it. After that, bring it back to put in your garage or storage. It's done. You don't need to be hectic, okay? Because the real one, you need to be careful. Take care of that. But for the fake one, it's not good for your own house. But for your open house, that's fine because it's just the open house. Sunflower is also an example. You can use it. Dry flower, sometimes it's also possible for the bathroom, for other location. Okay, this is something special. In California, lots of people will try to use this cactus. But you know, in Feng Shui point of view, we don't recommend you use it. You know why? Because let's say this is the cactus, the kid just touch it, and then it cut himself, and then it come back to show you. We don't want that one because there's some needle over there, so be careful. So instead of that, we use that one, really like a juicy green plants that would be more appropriate to do that for your open house. And this is an example that we use in Asia. This is a picture from Hong Kong that we do some Feng Shui setting in Hong Kong. We use that kind of style. And you can see that. Okay, let me. And then you can see that, okay, the cactus is here. And then here, there's something horrible, something T-stray or a traffic light pole or whatever. There's something not really good in the front door. So we'll use the cactus to point to the front door to kick the bad energy out. So that's why we use the cactus here. But we don't want the cactus to hurting the people in the shopping mall. So we put another taller plant at the back to protect the back. And we have another plant here to protect the pathway, the sideway. So make sure that the people don't get hurt. But in California, if you want to do that, maybe you need to do more. You need to put another plant here to protect it. Make sure that the kid cannot come here and touch it and get hurt. So if you want to use cactus, you need to use lots of things to surround it, to protect it. Make sure you don't get hurt, your client don't get hurt. That will be more appropriate. But for the open house, just keep it simple. This is a really good one. You can do it real or using an artificial one for your open house. That's fine, no problem. And another thing is because it's open house, so we can bring some fruits, some like apple, orange, banana, whatever you like it, to put on the dining table, and it will help. You can buy real one because you can enjoy it later on, or you can use the fake one. It's up to you because it's just open house. A carpet like this is really good. We like to have like a wet color in this moment, because right now we call it is the number 8 in charge period. It's from 2004 up to 2024. In this 20 years, is wet is a really, really good color, and it's good for the open house. So a wet carpet like this, especially with the welcome letter here, that will be much better. Okay, this is good, really, really important. You know, for Feng Shui point of view, water is so important. Water is related to the money luck. The mountain is related to our health, our population, the people. But water is related to the money luck. And in terms of the money luck, we want to have like a quiet, slow, steady, moving water. Something like this, the Niagara Falls, they're good in terms of the water energy, but too strong. As a realtor, you have a lot of things to do, and then lots of things you need to take care of. So we recommend you do it slowly, slowly. So something like this is good. And for this picture, you can see that there's a beach over there, and it's connecting both sides. This is really, really nice picture. I like to use it because you know what? This is just like you are the connect the buy and sell it together, and then you get the job done. You close the escrow, and then you get the commission. So this is something important. We like to use that one. A picture with the sun is also really nice because that will bring us some like a positive energy. But something like this picture, a picture with the sun, but we have no idea whether it's a sunrise or sunset. So this is the issue. So what we're going to do is, if we put this picture on the east side of the building, it's a sunrise. And then if we put this picture on our right side, west side of the building, is the sunset. It makes some difference. For you as a realtor, I suggest you put this picture on the east side, because it's in the morning, and then you have the lunch time, the tea time, and then the dinner time to finish your business. If let's say I go back to Hong Kong or Macau to help my customer, they're doing some like a nightclub or bar or whatever, they have the business after the sunset. So I will recommend them to put this picture on the west side. So after the sunset, the moon come up, it's the nighttime, the business is start. So for them, it's good to put on the west side. But for us, we would recommend we put on the east side, it will be much better. And some picture like this, especially for those like a kids bedroom, a picture with a baby girl, a baby smiling. If this baby is not smiling, make sure that the teddy bear is smiling for her. So it's like a positive like an energy. Okay, here is some example. Let's say if we have this floor plan, how we can simply decorate it, do some like a simple Feng Shui staging. Let's say the staging is, let's say you have the furniture. You have the couch, the dining table, the bed, whatever. We just want to add more over there, okay? Okay, first of all, we'll put a carpet on the front door and make sure that if there's a welcome letter, it's on that direction. So we welcome the customer to come into the room and then to take a look and give you a nice offer. So this is the way, just like you driving, you welcome the customer come in, okay? And then the second thing is, because this property, the bathroom is close to the front door. So we don't want the smell and then the bathroom, the negative energy to affecting the house. So that's something we can do. We can put some green plants in the bathroom, and also we can add some smell, lavender or whatever, to make it nice. And then we close the door. So we have. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is, for this here, we can put a picture. A picture like with a fish is also a good idea. You know, fish is related to the money line, but you need to pay attention for the swimming direction. Make sure that they're swimming in, so the money going in to the house, not going out, okay? And then the other thing is, okay, let's say this is the east side. We put a picture like this with the sun, with the sunrise, and then with like a harvest wheat field. This is really good, especially if your zodiac sign is like ox, rabbit, horse, goat, rooster. They are really good because they are your money luck. So put a picture like this, it will help. And then over there, because it's open the front door, and then at that corner, we put some flower at that corner that will help. And also on the dining table, we put some like a fruits over there that you can bring up some good energy. And for the coffee table, we put some flower over there. And this different corner, we put some like green plants. If you can put some like a water bamboo, that would be much better. But the water bamboo is more complicated because there's water, and then there's like a different pieces you can put. So just something green plants, it will bring up the energy. And then for the another bathroom, we can also do the same. Some green plants over there, some like a lavender to bring up the smell. And then for the master bedroom, we want to bring some like a romantic atmosphere to that. We put some like a dry red roses, and then love pillows and something red over there to bring up the love energy. And then for the kids' bedroom, we put a picture of the baby, smiling baby, and then a teddy bear, and a book with open and the glasses over there. So this is something like a really simple staging for your open house. You can do it in your own style. And then if you have any concern, you can let me know, and I'm here to help. So you can just bring up some good energy for your next open house. If you want to add more for your open house, something we can do. We can put it like for the east side. If we can add more like wood energy, like some plants on the east side will bring up the good energy. And then on the west, it belongs to the metal energy. So we can have some metal decoration. We will have for the north, that's belong to the water. So some water, like a water fountain, water bamboo you have. On the south, it belongs to the fire element. So we need something red in color. In the middle is earth element. So like a salt lamp or some like a earth tone color on the middle that will help. Okay, and here is from time to time, we can see something like this. If your open house is here, as you know, right now, not just Chinese, but they don't like it. I have some like a Spanish customer, they don't like it too. Some other from other country, from other culture, they also don't like it. And it's true, you know why? Because this is a safety concern. Let's say this is the midnight of the Christmas Eve. A drunk driver keep driving, and he thought it's a fever because he's drunk, and he hit the gas and he hit the house. That will be a disaster. That will be some like a safety concern. So we don't like the T-string. But as a realtor, from time to time you have some case like this, the T-string. So what we are going to do to fix it. So in order to help you to sell the property, there's something I can show you. Let's say if this is your own house, we need to build up something like this. We need to build up something different layer to protect. There's a 3 layer, 1, 2, 3. For the first one is something like a green grass layer, and then the second layer is the winter green boxwood 3 feet. The last layer is the privacy hatch 6 feet. So just 1, 2, 3 layer. This is like something green, something living energy to protecting your own house. So this is good, but it's good for your own house because it takes years to do that. And it's not really good for your open house because you don't have the time to build all of that. But for your own house, you can do that. Okay, this is a post office in Montreal Park. You can see that this is a district. So they put some plants here to stop it. It helped a little bit, but not really useful. Even the post office, they do that. You go to Montreal Park post office, you can see something like this. They do that. I'm not sure they're Chinese or not, but they use this to help them. And some people will use some like a blind or curtain to block it. It help a little bit. But for your open house, you can't just install it and then just for open house. That doesn't make sense. So there's something we can do, something simple. You can park your car. If you have a van, that would be much better. Park outside or a truck. The best thing is park an RV. Yeah. If you can borrow an RV, park it over there. Park here, but don't touch the right one. Okay, park here. You help a little bit because first of all, your customer go to your house and then they take a picture. They take a look for the window. They can see just the RV, but not the district. So help a little bit. And it's an RV, so you can add up the value a little bit value for your property. It will help a little bit. And for sure, this is a good protection for you because here is nothing to protect you. A drunk driver will hit you when you are open house. But let's say you park your RV here. The RV is like a barrier to you. If there's some accident, you hit the RV first before touching the house. So there's some like a safety concern. They help a little bit.
We sell the house with RV too.
What?
We sell the house with the RV.
Oh, no. The RV is different. The RV is just like you can say your neighborhood RV. It's nothing to do with the house. Okay, we just use the RV to block it. If not, park a van you have. Okay, from time to time you have some problem like this. Is there any issue for this problem? Yeah, exactly. Really, really good. You know, especially for the Asian, they don't like it because the front door is here and then the back door is here. The money come and go, come and go. There's in the same line.
Money in and out.
Yeah, in and out. So not the burger, but the money. So what we can do to fix it? Oh yeah, you are really smart, smart girl. This is what we are going to do. Okay, here you see. Before, it's nothing. In and out, just like the burger, in and out. But right now, you see, we put some plants here, make the energy be like a C shape, so it can slower the energy a little bit. Because for the Feng Shui point of view, a river is related to money. Water is related to money. And here, this is a virtual water, a virtual river. The money come and go in a straight line. But if you can put something here like this, make it C shape, and then at the end, put a round table at the end, just like this, to block the energy. And over this round table, you can put something, flower, plants, food, or whatever you like to block the energy, you will definitely help because it can slower the energy. Okay, if you have a floor plan like this, some people will quite picky to do that. Hey, they don't like it, especially some like Asian people, because they think for this bedroom number 3, it's really, really bad, not Feng Shui energy. You know why? First of all, this bathroom is here, is hitting the bedroom. And then this bed is in the same line as the door. So if this is your own like a bedroom, you need to change this bed from here to here. It will help to stay away from this door. But this one, you still need to do some Feng Shui setting to do that. But for the open house, it's so tough to do that. Normally, people will not so picky. If they really picky, what you can do is put some room divider or something to block it. To put it here, that will help. And from time to time, you have some property like this. You open the front door, and then you see the stair. Right now, lots of people say, hey, this is not really good in Feng Shui. Especially if, for my case, I would let the people, hey, don't buy that kind of property because it's not good for the health. Just like in the middle, the stair is in the middle of the house, is stepping your heart. It's not really good for the blood circulation, heart issue. And then you open the door, you see the stair like this, it's not really good for the Feng Shui energy. But let's say this is your open house. How you can go to fix it? In order to sell it, here's the tips. You can talk to your customer. Okay, if they really like it, they can buy it first, and then after that, they can do some conversion. But later on, okay, just build something here to block it, change the stair from here to here. And then over this wall, you can put some like a flower, like a crystal, or whatever that can bring some good energy, some moss cards, then you will have. So this is for the open house. And there's some open house, some floor plan is like this. Some people, they're so picky, they say, hey, this is lots of a missing corner. You know, missing corner, they have a lot of a Feng Shui issue. If your house is missing corner, there will be some Feng Shui issue. Especially, or you can put something here to fill up. Especially if your house is missing the northwest corner, it's not really good for the dad. Missing the southwest corner is not really good for the mom. So these two corners, make sure it's not missing. If this is missing, you can do something like this. Just do it with something, then you will help, okay? Okay, here is the same. Okay, if your house is stuck on the market for a long time, and then you can feel something inside. So what we're going to do is you need to raise the temperature, make it warm, so we have. And lighting is so important. So if there's some corner is too dark, I recommend you can put more lighting, put like a floor lamp to bring us some lighting, so you will help the property. And for the lighting, because this is residential, so I recommend you use something like a warm lighting from 3,000 degrees to 4,000 degrees will be good. For office like this, we need something like a snow white, like a sunlight white, something from 5,000 to 6,000 degrees is good for office. But for your property, for the residential, we recommend you use something yellow lighting, it will help. Music is also a good idea. So for your own like open house, make sure that it's not so bad. You can use some music, some like really gentle. Lots of people will accept it. I don't recommend you use some religion music because you don't know which your customer, where the religion is. You can put something simple, some jazz or piano. Lots of people will like it, so you can use it. Jazz with soul jazz. Okay, this is the same. If you want to learn more, I have this Feng Shui tips for 2022. You can go to my website, download it. It's free of charge. And there's a lot of information for this year. You can go there, go to my website to download it free of charge. There's a lot of help to you. We'll talk about how to do some Feng Shui setting for your master bedroom, how to do some Feng Shui for your home office, and lots of things here, free of charge. You can go download it. And if you want to learn some Feng Shui topic, Feng Shui issue, I have a website. It's called Practical Feng Shui by Master Alexi. Go there. Take a look, and there's a lot of information over there. From time to time, I'm going to add more video over there. And also, if you want to learn some Feng Shui technique, this is my new Feng Shui book. It's called Practical Feng Shui 101. You can go to Amazon to download it. It's over there. Okay, another thing I want to share with you, okay, is related to this 4 answers. But let me show you this one. This is a Montreal part. My office is over there. And then if let's say this is your open house, you have this property. So you can talk to your customer, hey, this is like a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, or 2 garage, whatever. You need to do that. I'm not good, I don't know that. But you guys are professional to do it. But apart from that, you can also add some Feng Shui value to this property. Hey, this is good in Feng Shui. right? Yeah, but how, why is good in function?
Inside.
Yeah, tree. Okay, don't mention this like that. This lie, people don't like it, don't mention it. This tree, don't mention it in front of the house. Don't mention this tree, mention this tree, okay? So here is some like a traditional Feng Shui types of bird. The Feng Shui is talking about, okay, so you can use some real example. So is there any difference between this chair and this chair? These two chairs? Height and also shape. Okay, I sit here. Distance. And you know, this is a good Feng Shui chair. Feng Shui is like this. This is half good. Okay, not really good, not really bad. Yeah, smart guy, really, really smart. You know, this is the Feng Shui we're talking about. In Feng Shui, we are talking about 4 ancient enemies: left dragon, white tiger, the back support, and front phoenix. So to use it in your open house, when your customer sees something like this, you can go, hey, this is my master seafood tell me to do that. This is really good. This property, you see that? There's a left dragon. Yeah, it's true. This is left dragon. On the left-hand side, there's some protection. And then there's a white tiger. On the left, on the right, and you know that for residential, it's totally different from commercial. For commercial, we want this. Let's say this is a gas station. We want this on the corner, so customer can come in on the left side, can come in on the front. So there's 2 sides that the customer can come in. But for residential, we want it to be more balanced because commercial is business. It's all about money line. So we want it in the corner. But for residential, we want it to balance your health, your relationship with your family, your money luck, your reputation, everything is on balance. So we want to use a traditional Feng Shui point of view. Here, there's a left dragon. And here, there's a white tiger. And here, there's a front phoenix. And then here is a back support. Because you see that it's on a hill. At the back, there's some mountains, some property, some building at the back. So this is quite like a support. So can you imagine something like this? Your house is sitting here, and then you have a back support, not really high, not really low, good enough, and 2 arms. This is a good Feng Shui setting, just like your office chair. So we will use it. You can also use it to talk to your customer. Hey, this property is good. They have a left dragon, white tiger. Hey, this is good function. So it can add some value to the property. Okay, another issue, another thing it can help you for your business is take a lucky day, especially for your open house, especially when you want to sign a contract, especially anything important, you can do that. Take a lucky day. And you know, for me, I have my own experience. Last year, I got a traffic ticket. I'm driving, go to my office, and I don't know, I'm speeding. I think I'm fine. And I'm driving from Garfield, going north, going uphill. And the police officer just tell me, hey, you are driving unsafe speed. He pulled me over and he gave me a ticket. My speed is over 55 miles per hour. For local, I'm shocking him. It's not possible. I may be close to 40 because the speed limit is 40. I may be close to 40, but definitely it's not 55. So I thought that police officer is crazy. I couldn't believe it. So I make up my mind to compete, to fight for my ticket, to go to court to fight for it. So what I'm going to do is I take a lucky day. I use my own date of birth, put a lucky day. Yeah, it's true. I go to the lacourt.com and then I pick a different day for oration. And I just pick the lucky day and time to go to court. So for the first choice, I go to court and then the judge will say, hey, whether you agree you are guilty or not. I said, no, not guilty. Then he arranged me for another day, which is around 2 months later, for the real trial, is the police officer come, and I will come I will go defend myself, and then the officer will go to say, hey, you're guilty, something like that. But all of that is the first day when I go to trial, I pick a lucky day and time. And you know why? For the second, the real like a court day, there are like 14 to 15 people go there, defendant like me, and only one officer show up. All of the 14 guys, they just go. The court said, the judge said, go home. Nothing happened. Go home. So my ticket is dismissed. It's fine. I just used the lucky day to do that. So if you want, make sure that you can use, this is the piece of paper I show you. You can find a lucky day over there. And then if you want more detail, you can go to my website to download the Feng Shui tips for 2022. There are more details for that. And if you want, you can call me. Here, I can give you a gift list because you are the realtor here. I can give you a gift list. Help you to pick a lucky day for something important, apart from wedding, okay? Because for wedding, there's a lot of things. Something like a grand opening, open house, or whatever. Use your date of birth to pick the lucky day. Normally, I charge like $50 per day selection. But for you guys, I give you one free gift, okay? So if you want, you can call me, I will help you out. And based on your date of birth to do that. And we'll use this traditional Feng Shui calendar to pick the lucky day. And based on the date of birth to do that. And if you want to know more, here is my website, and then you can download it. There's some detail over there. Okay, another thing is for the gift. Let's say you close the case, and then you ask your client to give you a Google review. And after that, yeah, it's so important. I'm going to do that. This is the family give me some idea. I'm going to do that. Okay, this is really so. And you can also do some like a housewarming gift to your customer. I still believe that. I still remember. I'm also joined the Western Gateview social realtor, and there's one realtor over there, and she is running for the office for the Hamburg City Council, whatever. She just sent me a sticker, a magnetic sticker I can stick on the fridge. And then there's a lot of different like a useful phone number, like a animal control number, like a different phone number over there. I still keep it on my fridge. It's like a few years before. I still have it. And over that sticker, there's her phone number here. And she's a realtor. So she do that. But for me, at least I still keep it. It's a little gift for me, but because the useful phone number is over there, so I keep over there. So this is maybe you can also do that. If you want to put your sticker or whatever, you have. And you can also send some gift to your customer. But will you send something like this? No, right? No. This is bad luck function, right? You don't want to kill your customer. You don't want to chop them, okay? You want them to be safe, and then to come back, give you more referral, buy more house from you. So something like, this is not really good for as a gift, okay? Don't do that. Or something like this, not also, because this is like a picture, we have no idea. It's confusing. You may think it's positive, but your customer think it's negative. So it's not really sure. So we don't want to do that. So what we can do is we can send some like a real one. Let's say some picture with a sea, with a bird flying like this, or with an eagle.
Oh, wow.
Sharpie.
Sharpie. But American, they like it. Yeah. This is more like a natural. A picture with the fruit. Or a picture like this. This is a particular picture I like it. This is really, really good Feng Shui energy. This is harvest, just like your money luck is time to have some result. Some water fountain is also good. So you can, if you want, you can send to your customer and ask them, hey, this year they can put on the south, because south is a good location for this water fountain. And make sure that this water fountain, the water is not running really, really noisy, strong. We want the water is running, but it's like a peaceful, quiet situation, and make sure that this water, the direction is go to the master bedroom or the home office, the desk. So, and make sure that this water is not pointing to the window, not pointing to the front door. We don't want the water energy just going out. Fish tank is also a good idea. Water bamboo is always good. A money tree, orchid flower. So this is also good. This is really like a low price, but it's good for your own house too. You know what's this?
It's a nightlight kind of low.
Yeah, this is a soft lamp, just like a 20 bucks to 30 bucks. This is good to kick some bad energy out and then to store the good energy. So this is like a good to invest in your house too. And if you want to send to your customer, it's also good. Bring some lights to that. A piggy bank is also good. You can send a piggy bank to your customer and then ask them, hey, that it can serve in two ways. The first is they can let their kid to have some habit to save the dollar, save the money. And then the second thing is you can ask them to do that. And I also do that for myself, and I ask my customer, they can also do that. Put a piggy bank and then put it in the south this year. Let's make sure that the head is heading to your master bedroom. And every single day you can add 1 quarter, 2 quarter, 3 quarter inside this piggy bank. And after this piggy bank is full, you can bring it to the charity you like. You can change it to like a dollar bill or whatever, or just send those like coins to the charity you like. And this is so important because every single day you do 3 good things per day. So every year you do 1,000, more than 1,000 good things. So 10 years you do 10,000 good things. So it's really, really good to establish your good luck, the lucky energy. So this is really good. We can do that too. Wine is always welcome. You can send some wine to your customer. Cupcake, chocolate, something sweet is also good. Chocolate like this. Nuts is also good. So this is the result. The flower is the process, is nice, but this is the result. Some fruit is also good. So for the housewarming gift, there's a lot of choice you can do. So it's totally up to you. Some other gift. And if you want, you can also send them like a good, this is a service to me. You can, I can provide a free cell phone number consultation. Based on the cell phone number, can tell you something good or something bad. So this is a gift because this cell phone. Maybe after that we can also do that because the cell phone number. Before we want to know something about you, we need to read your face, palm, stage of birth. But with your cell phone number, we know something about you because we can't live without our cell phone. It's related to our love, our wisdom, health, money luck, career, family, reputation, talents, characteristic, friendship. You can use this as a service to your customer free of charge, and then you can bring it to me. I can help them to check the cell phone number. Or later on, if you want to have other class, you can also let me know. Okay, this is my business. I'm a Feng Shui master, and my job is just a Feng Shui master. I don't do other business. Okay, I'm not a realtor, not an insurance agent. Just do the Feng Shui. So if you want, I can help you with the personal consultation based on your date of birth, your face reading, past reading, cell phone number, and something we don't know. We use this traditional like a porter shell, and then this is like a traditional money coin. Because the definition is traditional forecast. Something you don't know, hey, whether I should move to New York or whether I should date this guy, whether I should buy that property. If something we don't know, we can use this one to do some forecast for you. This is a really useful. Traditional Feng Shui setting is also good. And this Feng Shui, you can see that, okay, lots of people will say, hey, I love my home to be south-facing. But as a Feng Shui master, I would say, hey, you're talking about your home is south-facing, the house up. You can see that south facing is from 156.7.6 to 202.5 is south facing. So this 45 degrees is south facing. But you can see that 191 degree to 190 degrees is also south facing. But there's some different. You know what? Because your data here is different. So even 1 degree different, there's some different. So for the professional Feng Shui measurement, we need to have a more accurate to do that. And this is another, let's say your customer want to build their own house. I can also help them from find the land, do some architecture suggestion, landscape interior design, and then ground breaking and other things. Okay, this is for corporate consultation. I do a lot in China, and here I also can do that. And business consultation, coaching is also I can coach by like a Feng Shui style. Okay, this is the last part I want to share with you. So, in terms of to having a good Feng Shui energy, that's something we can do. We will use this. This I mentioned before. Right now we are in this number 8 in charge period, and this number 8 in charge period is from 2004 up to 2044. And previous one is number 7. The next one is number 9. And why is related to us? Okay, from here you can see that number 8 is here, is belong to hair. I'm not sure whether you guys like foot massage, body massage, whether you like it. And it's all related to number 8. So from this period, you can see that there are lots of foot massage, body massage. They're so popular right now. And also the nail salon, the eyelash extension is all conducted by hand. It's so popular. It's because the number 8 in charge. The previous one is number 7, is the mouth. So karaoke is so popular before, but not right now. Before it's popular. And then the next one is number 9 in charge, from 2024 up to 2044. You can see that this is number 9. All those fire, electricity, high-end stuff, AI, 5G, cybersecurity, programming, they're popular right now. They will become more and more popular later on. So if you have your kid, you want them to study well, you can ask them to study, to take a major. It's all computer related. It's so popular now, it will be more popular later on. So we use this to help us. And here, right now we are number 8. Number 8 is here, you can see that. This is number 8. This belongs to the earth element. So fire is good to number 8. Earth is good to number 8. And for this period, this is the best location. So for this year, the northeast is really, really good. But we need to be careful because there's one location, the northeast one, the figure is over there. And then this northeast feet is the tie shape over there. So we don't want to touch this one and this one. We just want to use this. Okay, here is some example. So if here on the northeast, what we can do is you can, if you want to have a better luck this year, you can put your piggy bank here. Add more like a lucky, like a money, luck energy, it will help. And south is also a good location because number 9 is over there. So we can add more like a red color, like water fountain, like water bank over there, it will help. And number 4 is here. Number 4 is belong to the wood energy, is belong to the education. So if you have some exam you want to pass, if your kid, you want them to study well, you can make use of this number 4, put the desk over there or put some plants over there, it will help. And so this is for this year. And this is my Google review and my Yelp review. If let's say if you help me to write a 5-star review, I can give you some gift. Let's say the traditional definition, I can give you one. So this is, or if you have your Google review, you want me to help you, you can say it to me. We can benefit each other. So this is what I can help you. And this time, I've been 3 of my previous Feng Shui book is in Chinese. I can put it like as a raffle. Okay. Okay.
Last raffle.
But I'm sorry, it's a Chinese version. The English version I didn't print it out. It's only on.
And we have a business card. Let's go ahead and just take a.
It was a lucky day. Any question? Any question about the Feng Shui? Yes.
What is wrong with this chair?
It's nothing wrong. It's just missing this one.
See, it's better.
Yeah, the left chair is going like.
Got it.
Sylvia, can you help collect business cards?
Only. Yeah.
So for those of us, that's why you come in person, guys, but we were gonna go ahead and raffle out some Master Z's books right here. And before you leave, I just want to do one thing real quick. Thank you all staying for to the end.
It's not really good Feng Shui.
Alex, how do you read this?
They're
Yeah, I
collecting it.
don't know how to read.
Okay.
You need a basket. I don't know how to empty that.
Okay, let me use that.
I want to know what is my lucky.
Okay.
I'm going to have a Zoom like this course.
All right. We're gonna start picking up. Those of you in attendance are putting over your basket. Sylvia's gonna take that. Let's give Master Alex a round of applause, guys. Thank you for that awesome, training. And just from me to you, one piece of information I haven't shared with you is 3 years ago. Tomorrow I'm celebrating my son's birthday. So he's turning 3 years old, and 3 years I employed the services of Master Alex Z in the helping of naming and giving my son his Chinese name. So he gave us, and that's something he didn't advertise, but he also does those kind of personal consultations for you and your family or business, career, work. But I'm very happy to say, so we selected, I never told him, but we selected Zhang Yaocheng. And so for those, I'm not very good in Chinese. Zhang Yaocheng. Zhang is my last name, but it means a very, very bright star, a very shining, bright star. It also can mean and I feel that my son is also turning into a very talented, bright star. So I think it's very fitting that we selected that. And thank you, Master Alex Z. He's very healthy and happy. Any questions for Master Alex Z before we end today?
There's going to be a lot of questions for us.
Okay, let's go ahead and do the raffle real quick. Let's do the raffle real quick. Someone wants to know how to read that. Let's hand that off the side. Let's get our 3 lucky book winners. Master Alex Z, you can go ahead and choose. I'm just gonna go ahead and just spin it up. Okay, so pick 3 of them. Just pick 3. All right.
Lucky guy.
Lucky winner is Julia. Julia, congratulations. You have a winner. We have Andy Hu as a winner. Come on up. And we have Sharon Chen. Come on up. The 3 lucky book winners. So thank you for providing your wonderful gifts for us, Master Alex Z. If you do want to have private consultations, his information is below. I'll save a few of them for those of you at home if you want them. And that's it. Thank you all. All right, thanks guys for staying to the end.
I agree, but.